All aboard, welcome aboard, welcome back. I'm Kelly Jack. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. And it looks like the attention we're paying to Teleco, cartage, and rails is finally starting to pay off a little bit. As I unpause the game, we are looking at a flattening instead of the wild ups and downs with deep, deep ups. But we've lost our peaks, our close to 10,000 peaks. So this means we've done a bit of a turnaround, hopefully. Hopefully this isn't going to be a deep spike month, 21st. Hopefully we're generating enough revenue at this point to make up for any losses. Looking at our trips, we're only 3/4 of the way there. We're about 3/4 of the way through the month, so we're doing good. And we're taking a peek at it. 1 second here. Sorry, just came in from getting some water for the feline patio occupational forces. Yes, someday I will do a video about the feline patio occupational forces. What it is a mama stray cat who has been raising kittens in my yard and then distributing them through the neighborhood for years. Finally decided that I needed to have constant companionship this year. Started last spring. She got hurt. Don't know how. She is total feral. Does not like me getting near her or other than times when I'm putting down water or food. And even then she stays back. She only approaches cautiously. Will not let me get her. I've tried to trap her to take and stop the kitten population boom, but she's not cooperating. I'm going to be able to get the others though, because the current 5 kittens who are still around, 3 from last spring and 2 more from the fall litter, are almost tame. Matter of fact, the 3 older ones are pretty much tame and could possibly even be domesticated the rest of the way into a house. Judging by the fact that they actually come up and of their own accord ask to be petted. They love having their ears scratched. And that other spot at the base of the tail that all cats love to have scratched. Hey, that train is working really good, it looks like. Let's take a peek at that train and see how his chart numbers are doing. First off, profit. Still a losing train, money-wise, but I think that's because capacity's not reached. Once we get to full capacity, we'll be good. Here's the good news. Free space versus trips, that's not that big of a spread. 371 to 238. Worst spread was 656 to 339. So we're running about half full. 3/4 to half full. So that's a good sign. Matter of fact, last month was 320 versus 540. That's about 2/3 full most of the way. Beautiful. Working out. Slowly turning around the system. We do need to figure out how to get workers over to the sand pit. And I've got an option here, guys. I've got an option. I did say I was going to show you something. Yes, you can expand station coverage. Let's take a peek here. And I think you can even do it in-game. Let's see if it will let me do an in-game. Is that under, I can't remember, is it under routing? Station coverage. 3. Go. New stations will now have a 3, existing are staying at 2. Now, will this crash the game? Quite possibly. So, I prefer the 2 spread, so that's what we're going back to. Yes, you can do that. Again, that is under routing, and it's that first adjuster bar. Station coverage. You can also adjust your allow merge distance halt to merge distances, and that number can be huge if you want to do the open TTD thing where they can merge across a city, practically. I prefer having a distance saying, no, people ain't going to walk that far. That bus ain't going to stop and pick up people on a flex schedule where there is no set stops. It's just you're along the route and they'll stop and pick you up. Or drop you off. So we're going to stick with that. Still at normal settings. There we go. So yes, you can adjust that on the fly. I just don't know because I have never tried it whether that will crash the game. I suppose I could make a save and we could try it. I would prefer to do it as a separate game session so that there's no bug introduced into the game. Looking at Nightmare Junction, its flow has settled down, but that's because the coal trains are loading and loading. Let's go back and keep working that list that we were looking at. The tankers, like we said, those were new tankers to begin with. When we put them out just a year or two ago, I'm not going to push it. We're going to keep running those tankers on the Milkmaid. The muscle arm, though, here on the Ips Glass Melting Collier, going from White Rock Coals, that one I am seriously considering setting up to retire him away. And let's go ahead and do it. Go back down to Round Lake. Dispatch and build ourselves a gremlin-based system. Because we are running pretty much gremlins in this game. Both guys are. Take a peek here. Is that a 3 or 4 station he's in? He's in a 4 station. Let's try giving him 4. And see if we can put in front an extra gremlin and make money on that line. Melting Collier. Round Lake Collier we have to take and get dispatched too. So let's go ahead and do him. Round Lake Collier is a 4 long station. And that route you're done. Talking the routes here. That route goes to Telford Tower, so I'm pretty certain we've upgraded that to 4. We just have to retarget. Yes, all those are now 4s. We'd have to retarget. He's already retargeted. So we can put out a gremlin. So again, 2 car engines. We know we need 2. And then a pen, not put in front, guys. Take him out. That gives us 6 25s. So that's 150 tons of coal. And we'll put him out onto that line and start running him again. And with everybody back up, all the upgrades done on vehicles, but not on trackage yet. We still have a couple of sections of trackage, I bet, that need some form, and we need to start considering where things go. Let's take a peek at this guy. He goes to that glass mill right there. That sand quarry goes to this guy. But we have a cattle yard. Now, I don't know if that's a new cattle yard or one that was existing. And he goes into something we're already serving. Maybe because it's just such a short run, with a little bit of work, we can bring him into the system. And you know what? That sounds like a great idea for this episode. So again, we're going to go with the faster tracks. The 80-kilometer tracks. We've got a climb spot right here that looks like it will work. We just bring him up like this, and he's into a spot where we will now have Nightmare East Junction set up. And we can start thinking about that last stretch of double line right here, how we want to do it. And I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Is it an Enoch idea? God's only knows. The gods only know. So what it would be is, if this works, let's see if it will work. Can we? No, we're going to have to take and do a power line work. All right, so we're going to have to blow the power line temporarily. Take out the power bridge, back him up one more, at least. Come to here and see. Uh-oh. So we are going to have to reroute the power a lot in order to do this. So it's going to be pricey, but long term, this will expand our service capabilities. Get that power line going. Yes, this is kind of annoying how it keeps dropping down. I do miss the lock in place. And I've got to see if there's a setting that lets you go back to lock in place as well. Bunch of crowded stations. We'll deal with those in a bit. There we go. Get him to there. We're going to extend this and make this a drop down right here. And take out these two guys. All right, now this should work. Do you see what we have created? Grab the signal, put the one-way there. We've got a one-way here. We're going to move it to here. We're going to blow the signals that are on the line now. Reconnect this section of line without connecting in. And grab our remove way to remove that section of rail. And now we have a slightly faster section of rail. Speed this guy up so that he is an 80 along here. Yes, I know this is total against what we're doing. We are still going to be a 200,000 down month. But looking at our vehicle earnings, we are beginning to earn more. We're almost, we're in the beginning of November and we're almost what we earned last month. This is good. Good work towards it. Smoothing it out. We do see that the decline is not the steep. While it's back into decline mode, part of that is we've been doing some work that's going to take some time to they can pay off. I'm going to cut it here because that was the last sip of coffee just now in this cup. And we know that we need to have a meter over here that's got 3 pots of coffee stacked so you can see what's going down, and a Dave logo over here, or a Cali Jack logo, that shows how full of coffee he is. Of course, somebody else will take and make that joke about he's full of the other brown stuff. And you're probably right. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having. This has been episode... What did I say it was? I don't know. I'll have to look. I've lost track. I think it's 59. Hey, have a better day than I'm having. This has been the Pak128 First Honest Try Sessions.